Why was Gipsy Danger the only Jaeger that got upgraded instead of being scrapped? Most people think it was rebuilt simply because it was the main character. That's not true. The PPDC had no choice. Gipsy Danger was the only Jaeger they could rebuild. Normally, a damaged Jaeger only has two possible endings. It either gets dumped in Oblivion Bay, where it's stripped down for scrap, or its usable parts are salvaged for non-military projects. In the comics, both Chernobyl Alpha and Crimson Typhoon eventually ended up abandoned in Oblivion Bay. Only Gipsy Danger escaped that fate. And the reason had nothing to do with plot armor. It was the only Jaeger with a complete set of real combat data. In the final battle, it took down multiple high-level kaiju and actually made it back alive. More importantly, its pilots were the only ones who survived. That made all the difference. For the first time, the PPDC had a complete record of how the drift system performed in a real battlefield. Those were data they could never reproduce in a laboratory. When the second-generation Jaegers were developed, many of their biggest upgrades came directly from Gipsy Danger's combat records, and every new Jaeger that followed was built on everything Gipsy Danger had already learned. So what the PPDC really preserved wasn't a machine, it was every lesson Gipsy Danger paid for with life and death battles.